My next patron question is from Andrew, who wanted to know among the iconic outfits worn by the Disney princess characters, one of my favorites. That's right, I'm a grown man who is about to give my thoughts on the clothes worn by the Disney princesses. Jokes aside, the look of an animated character is important for their longevity and how they endear themselves to the movie-going public. And the looks of the Disney princesses have been iconic, even before Disney turned them into a merchandising line. The first character who immediately came to mind when I saw this question was Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Of course, the yellow dress has become famous and a central part of the iconic ballroom sequence. It's difficult to be reminded of Belle without thinking of that dress. Then there's her village outfit, the white and blue dress, which is just as recognizable. It allows her to stand out, especially during the first musical number, and highlights how different she is from the other townspeople and her desire to just read her books in peace without everyone else judging her. Another Disney princess with outfits that stand out is Tiana in The Princess and the Frog. I really like that the dress she's wearing after she becomes human again in the end is themed around the bayous of New Orleans. Her various other clothes throughout the movie, like her dress at the costume party and her waitress uniform, also complement her well and fit exactly what she's feeling in those scenes, whether it's her hard-working nature or the occasional wishful spirit that occasionally peeks through. One of the most famous scenes involving a dress is in Sleeping Beauty, primarily due to the actions of the three fairies. I always found them to be a high point in the movie, and their constant bickering over whether to make the dress pink or blue is quite funny. This even becomes a major part of the final scene, with the dress constantly changing color as Aurora dances with Prince Philip. Someone who counts as a Disney princess despite being created at Pixar is Merida from Brave, and her outfit is pivotal to her character too. She breaks through to fire arrow, a representation of how she feels stifled by the traditions of her clan. Thinking further about this question, it really got me thinking about how important choosing the right outfit is for a heroine. Because most animated films are not known for giving characters a lot of costume changes, the designers have to pick something that will be an appropriate fit for them and blend nicely with their appearance and personality. All the Disney princesses have worn outfits that perfectly capture who they are, and what's great is how unique each one looks. Even though many wear dresses, they don't look alike. They each fit who they are and the adventures they go on. Snow White, for example, needed something that necessitated her running through the forest and doing her chores at the Queen's castle and the Seven Dwarfs' home. So she was given a simple dress that would make those tasks easy for her. They would further spruce up her outfit with a high collar, red bow, and those famous shoulder pads. Pretty much everyone associates that with Disney's version of Snow White, which is why Disney sued the Academy for the infamous Snow White musical performance at the Oscars, as they felt the dress worn was too close to their version and they had not given permission to use it. Because many of these are fantasy characters, Disney artists also have the freedom to interpret them how they wish. Everyone remembers Jasmine's outfit in Aladdin with a bare midriff and other notable features. It's not the least bit accurate how an actual Arab sultan's daughter would have dressed, but nobody walked into Aladdin expecting a historically correct depiction of the film's setting. In recent years, the designers have strived to be closer to the cultures they've depicted. For Moana's outfit, they consulted actual Polynesians to make sure they gave her clothes that a chief's daughter would have worn, but still those Disney flourishes. Thus, she joined the other Disney princesses with her own unique look, but one that properly reflected her culture as well as her personality. By the way, even though she's not officially considered a Disney princess, as that would require paying Amy Adams extra, I do want to mention Jazelle in Enchanted. The way she changes her look throughout the film is pivotal to her character development as she becomes more part of the real world. From the big poofy dress she wears when she is pushed through the portal to New York, the curtain dress she makes herself, to the simpler dress she wears at the ball in the climax, these are necessary in showing her growth throughout the story. Even the outfit she wears back in the animated world is reflective of her relationship to nature. That's a credit to costume designer Mona May, who did a fantastic job of designing these costumes, and she even collaborated with the animators to further capture that Disney look. Anyway, it really goes to show how important picking the right clothes for an animated character is. Now let me know in the comments what your favorite Disney princess outfits are, and thank you for the question, Andrew.